everyone. How are we all? Are we all doing okay? Everybody like this? It's really exciting speaking to you today. How good is this? Some of you are actually in school watching this assembly today. And for those of you that are still at home, this is it. The very last one that'll be coming into your homes. From now on, you'll be getting to watch them all in school as well. Because I still can't come into school. But at least this way, you still get to see me and probably have a good laugh at me. Anyway, how's the homeschooling been going for those of you that are still at home? Last week. That's it. Next week, you're back in school. Isn't that just fabulous? You must all be so excited. And some of you might be a little bit worried, which is normal. But once you get back in those gates and you're back with all your friends and with your teacher, oh, you're going to be so excited and so happy. My Katie, she's 15? And she's been in school for a couple of days and she's like a different person. She just loves being back among all her friends and being able to actually talk to her teacher again. And don't forget to say thank you to your teachers, because they've done a marvellous job while we've all been at home. Well done to the whole team at all of our wonderful schools. Anyway, on with the job. Today, we're going to talk about quite a special day that's coming up at this weekend. Can any of you guess? That's right, we're going to talk about Mother's Day. But Mother's Day, although it says mother in the title, it's not just for mothers. It's for anyone at home who takes care of us and for everyone that looks after us in life and everyone that cares for us. So probably it should be called Everyone Who Looks After Me's Day. Wouldn't that be nice? Some of us live with our mums, some of us live with our dads, some of us live with both, some of us live with neither. Although Sunday has the word mothers in it, it's not just about mothers, it's about anybody who takes care of us.
Right, I have my 3 very unwilling helpers, and I promise faithfully to keep their heads out of it, because of course you'll have no idea who they are whatsoever. Okay, in front of you, you have a pair of socks, a hard-boiled egg and a plastic cup. Okay? What I need is for one of you to put the socks on one of the other's hands.
What did you have?
One of you, not the person with the socks in the hand, place the egg in the cup and put the cup in the hands of the person with the socks in their hands.
No hands, that's too
The person with the socks in their hands is your friend, and they came to you with a problem. He needs to peel the hard-boiled egg so that no shell remains in it and place all the shells in the cup. Your friend may not remove the socks from his hands. You've a couple of seconds to discuss the problem and then take action to help your friend. No other instructions will be given.
Wait. Wow. What did we have to do? I wasn't listening. Wait, he has to peel it with the socks on, but no shell can be left on. You do listen to you, don't you?
It's some sort of trick question.
No, he can take the egg. Stop, Ross.
Ready,
Ross, wiggle
steady,
the cup about.
go.
Just gently. No, a bit harder.
That's never that word.
Harder. Put your hand over the top of the cup. Right, and then shake up and down. Don't drop the cup. That's it, right. You might have broke there. There, right, okay. Keep going.
Yeah, but how are you getting the shell out the egg? The cup?
We'll get there. Keep going.
Just take the egg out the cup.
No, this is the starting process. Right, now it's cracked. It's cracked. So Ross, take it out.
Just take the egg out the cup.
Yeah. Okay, but maybe roll it about a bit.
Take the shell out the cup.
No shells to be left on the egg.
She just said there's no shell to be left in the cup. So just take
On
the egg
the
out the
egg. There's no.
No, the shell goes in the cup.
That makes
cup. What,
no
you got the
sense.
shell in the cup?
So, Rose.
Right, have you at home all worked this out yet? What they've done?
You're
What
supposed
they're
to.
doing? What are they supposed to do? You're the one that has to take the eggshell off. Have any of you figured out what should have been done? Ross was almost there when he suggested the girl should have done it, but no. The instructions were he could not take the socks off his hands. He had to peel the egg and put all the shell in the cup.
We could have taken the socks off.
You could have took the socks off for him and helped your friend.
Maybe I don't.
Well, that took a bit of doing, didn't it? It wasn't very obvious to them, but the whole point of the task was for them to enable their pal to be able to do the job for themselves. And how did they do that? Take the socks off their friend's hand for them, thus freeing him up to be able to do the job. The instructions only said that the person wearing the socks couldn't take them off. There were 3 ways round the problem. 1, do it for the person. 2, instruct the person on the best way to do the activity. Or 3, enable the person to do it for themselves. This is the role that's given to our parents and our carers. When we are born, we depend on them for everything, don't we? They do everything for us. But very soon, they start releasing some of that role by teaching us, enabling us to do things for ourselves, to overcome the things that stand in our way and our limitations. We get strong and we'll get knowledge from them, and we learn skills and the wisdom to be able to become the person that we're meant to be. It'd be an awfully sad state of affairs if we didn't grow and mature and be able to look after ourselves, wouldn't it? And someday care for other people too. So have a wee think about all the things you've learned from your grown-ups, all the skills and the knowledge. Think about all the things that we've learned from them through their teachings and through following their example. What's our responsibility now with all the knowledge and everything we learned from our parents? Oh, and don't forget to thank them for sharing all their lessons and all the skills that are preparing us for the life we're going to lead. We must never underestimate the role our parents and carers play in our life in teaching us. From a very early age, they're preparing us for life. And we must appreciate these people in our life and honour them for taking on the challenge. Not many people are christened Clementina. I suppose it's hardly a fashionable name nowadays, but this story is about a girl who was called just that, and like her mum told her, she would never be forgotten with a name like that. Clementina was on the whole a very charming and likeable 11-year-old. She could be extremely kind and thoughtful on occasions, as you will see from my story. But alongside that, there was also an ever so slightly devious side to her character. Clementina lived with her mum, dad, and 2 younger brothers in a pleasant suburb of a large city. In addition, her granny lived close by, and Clementina was really fond of her, so she was often round there on visits after school. At the time of this story, it just so happened to be the week of her granny's 60th birthday. Clementina had decided that she would buy a present, and she knew just the right thing to purchase. She had seen it in the corner shop. It was a large and very pretty tin of delicious McCrumb's homemade chocolate biscuits, wrapped up with a beautiful pink bow. Now you may think that this was a strange idea for a present, but the truth is that these were Granny's favourites. And incidentally, they were also Clementina's, but that had nothing to do with her choice, of course. There was, however, one snag. This beautifully decorated present cost £5.99, and unfortunately, Clementina had already spent all her pocket money that week. She hadn't been able to resist the bumper edition of her regular music magazine, especially as it carried a picture of her favourite superstar on the front cover. But this meant she'd no money left over, What was she to do? Clementina had a good think, and then she came up with her big idea. After a week, during which she was particularly, and I must confess, unusually helpful around the house, Clementina sat down on a Friday evening to write a letter to Mum, and this is what it said. Dear Mum, here is my bill for last week's work. Sweeping the floors, 80p. Helping with the shopping, £1.20. Feeding the cat, 7 days, 20p a day, £1.40. Washing up, sometimes £1. Laying the table each night, 60p. Tidying up my room, 99p. Total, £5.99. Love, Clementina. She placed the letter in an envelope and left it on the sideboard so that Mum would see it and read it after Clementina had gone to bed. The following morning, Clementina came down to breakfast and she glanced at the sideboard. To her delight, she saw that the letter had been opened and that another letter addressed to her lay there in its place. She opened it quickly, and this is what she read. Dear Clementina, enclosed is £5.99, and many thanks for all your help. Now here is my bill. Feeding and clothing you for 11 years, nothing. Nursing you through measles, chickenpox, etc., nothing. Transport to brownies, swimming, gymnastics, parties, etc., nothing. Cost of holidays and entertainment for 11 years, nothing. Total, nothing. Love always. Oh. Suddenly, Clementina felt very humbled indeed, and for the first time she realized just what her mother's love really involved, and that it was all given for free. Clementina learned a big lesson that day, and the next time Mother and Sunday came round, it somehow meant a great deal more to her than ever before, as she thought back to the letter her mother had written. It was a letter, rather like her name, never to be forgotten. Last year, in the run-up to Mother's Day, I was working at a school and they had an open evening for the parents. Now, one of the primary classes had been learning all term about magnets and magnetism. So the head teacher asked the class in front of some of the parents, what is it that picks things up that begins with M? One little bright spark picked up. Mum. Oops. Well, that's it, folks. Last home assembly from me. Next time you see an assembly from me, you'll all be in school. Isn't that fabulous? How amazing. So don't forget this weekend. Be kind to everybody at home. Be kind to everybody on Thank You for Taking Care of Me Day. Don't forget to do something nice for somebody that does things for you all the time. Take care of each other, stay safe, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye.